Welcome to the buyer's market of 2011. If you're out there as a buyer right now and you're a little frustrated that you can't find the right house at the right price, you are not alone. I've had several buyers in the car with me, and we get to the house and we go through it and they say, we kind of like it, but we don't 300 like it. We 270 like it. Really don't feel like this house is worth 300,000, Amy. I'd pay maybe 270, but I think we need to wait for it to come down. I'll just keep an eye on it. Buyers need to stop doing that. You're not helping the market. Rates are so low right now. If you have a listing that you're interested in and they does not have an offer on it yet, you need to make an offer. Now I have 3 tips as a buyer how you can come in a bit lower than what the seller has their asking price at and do your very best to make it work in your favor. Number 1 is explain yourself. That means in writing, do a cover letter or do something with your conjunction with your agent to explain exactly where you're coming from. It might be an itemized list. It might be a nice little cover letter written by you that says, we really love your neighborhood. And your house isn't exactly what we want, but once we put in that fenced yard and hardwood the downstairs, it'll be workable for us. You need to tell them that. The seller may or may not have a lot of sympathy for you, but you need to explain why the house is only worth $270 to you and not the $300 that they think it's worth. Number 2 is you need to compare, and you need to explain this to the seller. And you can explain it again through your agent or directly, but you need to be able to say or have your agent say on your behalf, you know, we're looking at houses in this neighborhood. We looked at this one down the street, and here are the pros and cons, and we will go to one of these other houses if we can't get this to work with you. Number 3 is leave room for negotiation. If you want to end up at 270, you cannot start at 270, draw that line in the sand for a seller and say take it or leave it. That is a very, very hard pill for a seller to swallow in this market. Sellers are already spending more money than they have in the past getting their houses ready for market. They're already taking prices that are less than what they hoped they would be able to get in this 2011 market. So to come down some extra up front is going to be a little hard for them. You have to be patient. We've had situations where we have to leave an offer on the table for a week, or we go our separate ways, but we leave the room open so that if the seller wants to come back and say, you know, I was looking at my numbers and I think I can make that work if you guys haven't bought anything yet. Please be patient. Patience normally will work in your favor. So please use those things rather than waiting to make an offer. Waiting for the price to reduce isn't helping you, and it's not helping that seller. Yeah, they may seem more motivated, but they might also be getting more showings at that time. If you can catch them when it's convenient for you, hopefully you can explain it to them and they'll take advantage of your offer. This is Amy. Call Amy for your share of the market.